Hello everyone, this is the third of the video dedicated to acid-base and functional group exchange reactions. And in this part of the video, I'm going to be looking specifically at elimination reactions, E1 and E2. So an elimination reaction forms a double bond or a triple bond from the corresponding carbon-carbon single bond, and you need a leaving group, and typically the leaving group, it can be a halogen, but there are also like an alcohol or an ester or a sulfonic group. And here is an example of how an E2 reaction looks like. And in a similar way to how an SN2, a nucleophilic substitution 2, works, it involves the leaving group leaving at the same time that the base is attacking the hydrogen from the adjacent carbon to form the double bond. So it is dependent on the target reagent and also the strength of the base, and that's how we'll determine the speed of the kinetics of the reaction. In an E1 mechanism, you form, in a similar way to a nucleophilic substitution 1, an SN1, you form a carbocation. So the first step is the leaving group, for example, in this case, the bromine atom, leaving the molecule. And then in a second step, the base present attacks the hydrogen in the adjacent carbon to the one with the carbocation to form the double bond. When do you have an E1 or an E2 reaction? Well, for an E1, the one that goes through a carbocation, water is often present. You have a good leaving group that finds it easy to leave the molecule. You use a weak base, and molecular rearrangements are often observed. Again, as in the case of the previous nucleophilic substitutions, when you have a carbocation, if you have a primary carbocation and it's possible to form a secondary or even a tertiary one, that will happen. And so hydrate shifts and methyl shifts and aryl shifts are common in order to form the most stable carbocation, and that will be the intermediate of reaction that will form, and then the elimination will take place. And that is the end of this part of the video that looks at elimination reactions. Thank you for watching, and I hope it was useful.